Hello and welcome to English Story TV, the YouTube channel and podcast that is designed to help you improve your English. Today's episode is about why most language learning apps do not work. In the modern age of technology, language learning apps have become a popular tool for people eager to acquire new languages. These apps offer the promise of convenience and fast learning, often accompanied by engaging visuals and interactive exercises. However, despite their popularity, many learners find that these apps do not meet their expectations for actually mastering a new language. Here, we will explore some reasons why these apps might not be as effective as one would hope. 1. Lack of depth in language coverage. One of the main limitations of many language learning apps is their lack of depth. Languages are complex, involving not only vocabulary and grammar, but also cultural nuances, idiomatic expressions, and varying registers, formal and informal speech. Most apps focus on teaching basic vocabulary and simple sentence structures, which is a good starting point but insufficient for someone aiming to achieve fluency. They often provide a superficial understanding of the language, which does not equip learners to engage in meaningful conversations or understand native speakers in different contexts. 2. Over-reliance on translation. Many language apps rely heavily on translation methods, asking learners to match words in their native language to those in the target language. This approach can be helpful in the early stages of language learning. However, it also promotes a dependency on one's native language. Effective language learning involves thinking and constructing thoughts directly in the new language, a skill that these apps seldom develop. This over-reliance on translation can hinder a learner's ability to use the language naturally and fluently. 3. Limited speaking practice. Speaking is a critical component of language mastery, yet it is the most neglected aspect in many language learning apps. These platforms might offer exercises where learners repeat words after hearing them or respond to simple questions, but such interactions lack the depth and unpredictability of real conversations. Apps cannot replicate the nuances of speaking with a human, such as interpreting tone, emotion, and body language. Without adequate speaking practice, learners may find it difficult to communicate effectively in real-life situations. 4. Insufficient feedback and correction. Feedback is essential in the learning process, especially when it comes to mastering a language. Learners need to know not just when they are wrong, but why they are wrong and how they can improve. Most language apps provide limited feedback, usually indicating whether an answer is correct or incorrect without detailed explanations or corrections. This makes it challenging for learners to learn from their mistakes and improve their language skills comprehensively. 5. Motivation and personalization issues. Language learning is a long and challenging journey that requires significant motivation and persistence. Apps often fail to personalize the learning experience to the user's interests and goals, which can lead to decreased motivation over time. The gamification elements in apps, like points, levels, and badges, might initially engage users, but these features often do not sustain long-term interest. Without a deep connection to the learner's personal goals, language learning can feel like a tedious task, rather than a fulfilling educational pursuit. 6. Lack of cultural context. Understanding a language also involves appreciating its cultural context. Language is deeply intertwined with the culture of the people who speak it, and without this cultural understanding, one might misuse words or fail to grasp subtleties in communication. Most apps do not provide sufficient cultural context, which can lead to a robotic and often culturally insensitive use of the language. Conclusion. While language learning apps offer a convenient starting point for beginners, they often fall short of providing the comprehensive, deep learning experience needed to truly master a language. The absence of detailed language coverage, reliance on translation, lack of speaking practice and personalization, insufficient feedback and missing cultural context are significant drawbacks. For learners truly dedicated to becoming fluent in a new language, these apps should be used as supplementary tools alongside other methods of learning, such as language classes, reading books, watching films in the target language, and conversing with native speakers. Only through a diverse and immersive approach can one hope to achieve fluency and truly enjoy the richness of a new language. If you found this video interesting, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.